chapter 6 now. I'm in Mark chapter 6. And we're beginning in verse 1. And the title of today's lesson is Rejection. Rejection. This is going to be an amazing story. But even before I get to that, I got to share something with you that I did this last week. This last week, I did something that I've been holding off doing for over 21 years in the city of Tecumseh. I joined Rotary. All right, I have always guarded I'm sorry, Nick, not Kiwanis, it's Rotary. Kiwanis has got a huge group. Rotary's got a small group, okay? So I joined Rotary. I've been holding off for 21 years, and I joined Rotary. And Tuesday, when I was inducted into Rotary, it was amazing because the district governor was there. The big shot of Rotary in our particular district was there, and he gave a little talk, and his talk was about the purpose of Rotary. And Rotary's motto is service above self. That's one reason why I joined. I looked online. I looked at their mission, the Rotary International, and their whole purpose is about being the leaders in the community to serve a world community. Not just ourselves, but the entire world. Here and abroad. Both. Okay? And so the governor was saying, you know, Rotary is nothing without people and resources. People and money. And he said that and that's what we're about. We're about helping other people. And so what is important, if we're going to do more and more, we need more people. And we need more resources so that we can help more people. So how do we do that? He says, how do we expand Rotary? It's not like I just walk up and say, hey, Mark, you know, you ought to be in Rotary. Come on, join Rotary. He says what is really going to entice people, what's going to bring people to Rotary is, first of all, ask yourself, why are you in Rotary? What is it that brings you to Rotary? Because then whatever is in you, that which you embrace, then you're going to be able to bring that out and you're going to share with other people so that they can join you, not in a meeting, but in a sense of purpose and direction in life greater than yourself. And I'm listening to this guy and it's like, hey, the only thing that's missing here is Jesus, okay? I mean, that's exactly what he was. He's like an evangelist. He just needed the gospel in with that, and it's like, that's what we're doing. You know, you think about us as a group. New Song. We meet here, Tecumseh High School, 10-ish till 12-ish, something like that. And, you know, does a preacher get up and say, we need to grow New Song, we need to grow New Song, as if growing New Song is an end in itself. And it's not. I'm reminded of the old saying that Jesus can do nothing without us. Without us, he has no hands but our hands. He has no mouth but our mouth. No feet but our feet. And no access or enablement of resources unless we put them into action. And so why are you here? What is it that is in you that you that is greater than you, that is about Jesus coming out of you in serving others in our community? And what is our community's greatest need? Jesus. Oh, I just thought it was the greatest thing. I really enjoyed that. I had a great experience. And so now I'm a part of Rotary, and I'm looking forward to that and serving our greater community. One of the biggest reasons why I joined Rotary, apart from their obvious mission statement and their purpose, is this. I need to broaden relationships with people who don't know Jesus Christ. And I thought, this is going to be a good way to do it. And so I've already met several leader-type folks in the community who I know don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, and it's going to even grow. So that's what I'm doing. That's what it's about, okay? But anyhow, that has nothing to do with the lesson today about rejection in Mark chapter 6, 1 through 6. Battling this thing of unbelief. Battling unbelief. What is this all about, huh? Okay, let's go to the text first of all, okay? No, first of all, I got to share some stories with you. All right, how many of you Come on, be honest. I want to see your hands raised. Come on. How many of you read those tabloids? You know the ones I'm talking about at Walmart and Myers or just before you check out. Come on. Oh, Kathy, you do too. Read them. I know you do. Come on. Huh? Do you do? No? Do any of you read those tabloids? There you go. Got to come one honest person back here. Okay. Come on. I look at them every time. All right? And they just have the most amazing stories in them. And people do love them. I can't believe that any of you who are going through the line don't look at those and read at least the headlines in the front. And you kind of, huh? Yeah. Christine, I believe you probably subscribe to them. Come on. Yeah, we always got to read the front and we're amazed. Have you noticed that they kind of fall into 4 major categories? One, it's about affairs and divorces of famous people, right? Illnesses and disease of famous people. The other is aliens. We got a nice strand of aliens. And then incredible birth stories. And what's neat is when they start blending them all together, you know? Like you know, a famous person has an affair that has this crazy disease with and has a baby with an alien. You know, I mean, it just kind of blend them all together. Some of my favorite are the Three-Legged Man. That was one of my favorite because my grandpa, well, it was my great-grandma who used to buy them all the time. And then when she got done reading them, she gave them to my grandpa. And he had one out one day and he pointed it to me. He said, "Hey, it's a three-legged man. Isn't that amazing?" And I'm trying not to crack up. He said, but in all seriousness, he says, where in the world do you think he buys his pants? It's like, oh my, I don't know. Another one of my favorite is this woman gives birth to child at 8,000 feet while skydiving. That must have been quite the delivery. Or vampire attacks are down due to AIDS epidemic. It's like, wow, they're amazing stories, right? Have you ever wondered, I mean, there's a lot of things that amaze us, right? But have you ever wondered what amazes God? What amazes God? And you know there are two times only in the entire Bible that describes God being amazed. God being amazed specifically through Jesus Christ. Only 2 times. And we're going to see one in Mark chapter 6, verses 1 through 6. So if you got your Bible out with you, go ahead and take a look at that. I'll go ahead and read it for you. Jesus left there, and he went to his hometown, accompanied by his disciples. That's important. He's going hometown, with his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were amazed. All right, remember, over and over again, we've seen through the Gospel of Mark, the people look at what Jesus is doing and they're like amazed at him. Okay. And now listen to what the townspeople say. Where did this man get these things, they ask. What's this wisdom that has been given to him? That he even does miracles. Isn't this the carpenter? Isn't this Mary's son? And the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? Aren't his sisters here with us? And they took offense at him. And Jesus said to them, only in his own hometown, among his relatives, and in his own house, is a prophet without honor. He could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few sick people and heal them. And he, Jesus, he was amazed at their lack of faith. He was amazed. You know, there's this danger of the unfamiliar. Of the familiar. You know what I mean? Familiarity breeds contempt kind of thing. There's a danger of the familiar. All right? So Jesus, you got to get this picture. Jesus has been out doing his ministry out through the countryside in different parts. And now he comes home. All right, to Nazareth. He comes home. And he comes home with his disciples.